Hi, lovely and darling viewers. It's Jen here at Check Her Joy, and this time I'm doing another Top 5 Wednesday. This is actually last week's topic because life happened and I didn't get to film last week. But I really like this topic, so we're doing it now. And it is our top 5 fictional jobs that we'd like to have. First on my list is to work in Jurassic Park. This is from Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. This is a amusement theme park type zoo thing where they have dinosaurs that have been genetically engineered from fossilized DNA. And it would just be so cool to work with dinosaurs, like real, actual live dinosaurs, especially the bits before this book happens, where they've got the first dinosaurs ever that anybody has seen, like any human has ever seen, and getting to study them and take care of them would be really awesome. Even being one of the scientists who figures out how to make like splice the DNA in the first place would be fun, but mostly I would want to interact with dinosaurs. I would prefer working with the herbivores so that there's a smaller chance of me dying. And of course, the entire premise of this book is that things go horribly wrong. They're dinosaurs, they're not meant to be kept in cages, so it's a dangerous job, but I still think that it would be fun just to see the dinosaurs. Like, it would be worth it, maybe. I would die doing something that I'm really passionate and would really enjoy, at least. The next job on my list is to be a archaeologist or historian who can time travel. Mainly, I just want Riversong's life, her job, all of that. This is from the Doctor Who series, and this book is The Legends of River Song, which honestly I didn't even know it existed until I went to Google River Song pictures today. So that's now on my TBR. But River is an archaeologist. She digs up artifacts and stuff, and preserves history, like recording history kind of thing. So I think it would be cool to be the archaeologist, the historian who is trying to piece together the past, finding artifacts, and especially if you found something you'd never seen before and trying to figure out what it was actually used for. And if you can time travel, you can actually go back in time and test your theories, which would be really cool. Also, just to be able to see the past in general, or even to go to the future and see what the future thinks of our own time. Like, these are all super hypothetical, these are all super academic nerdy dreams that I would have if I could time travel. So I think that would be one of my jobs. Or even just to be a time traveler would be a pretty awesome job. Next up, I have being a writer slash researcher for the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This is the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series by Douglas Adams. And so this would be being a writer, one of the people who goes to different planets and cultures and society and then reports back on them for the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is this guidebook, this repository of all the information in the universe, like on everything, all these different planets. It would be really cool, basically, to get to space travel and then basically blog about it as you write what you found, and presumably being the first to do this in some of these cases. And some of these entries are really snarky, so I could totally use my sarcasm and stick it in there, and it would be fine and funny and entertaining. The more entertaining, the better, honestly. So, I want to see the stars, guys. I want to see other planets and other worlds and how aliens live. On a similar theme to that, it would be awesome to work on one of the starships in the Star Trek universe. Seriously? Work on Enterprise or Voyager, or even being at Deep Space Nine. It would be cool to go see other planets and interact with other societies and cultures. To do this all in space, and especially if you're the first to do something, visit a planet nobody's ever visited before, or use all my, problem solving skills to figure out how not to die in space would be good. I don't know what job I would want the most on the ship, though. Being on the bridge crew would be interesting, but super stressful. So maybe being one of the pilots, engineer, helmsman, that's what they're called, helmsman, or working at engineering. I don't know. Whatever would get me on the spaceship, basically. I would be the cook. Do they need janitors on these ships? I could be a janitor if in exchange I got to space travel. Just, just saying. And my number one pick, the one that popped into my head immediately, was being a Hogwarts professor from the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. Uh, Hogwarts is just this magical, like especially magical place within this entire magical world. Um, so as much as I've thought through like the other jobs that exist in the world, like working for the Ministry of Magic or breeding animals, writing books, working in one of the shops, writing for one of the newspapers, like none of them seems as appealing as actually working in Hogwarts. Like that's the job I'd want. Specifically either to be the potions professor, which I think is the one that I would be the best at because I'm very good at like chemistry and science, and potion seems to be the one that correlates the best to that. Or to be the Muggle studies professor if I was just showing up with the skills that I already have from growing up in the Muggle world. Either way, this is another job that's inherently dangerous because you have teenagers learning magic and having wands, so tons of just teenagers pranking each other in incredibly dangerous ways. That would be interesting, but also kind of weird. Actually, I think every single job I picked has inherently dangerous qualities to them. But if I'm gonna do it, let's go all out, man. So those were my top 5 fictional jobs I'd like to do. Let me know in the comments below what your favorites are, or if you would definitely not touch any of these jobs that I've mentioned. Let me know that too. So, yeah, I think that's it. Peace out. I love you guys and keep reading. Bye.